Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're going to be looking at my BT15 Loogarmon deck profile. So, starting with our in-trainings, we are obviously going to run the Bowmon egg. On your turn, when you discard a Dark Animal SOC Digimon, you can Digivolve into that card. This just enables all of our Loogarmon plays. Most of the tribal cards let you discard a card so that you can Digivolve into the next stage in the line, so we have to run this egg. Then we're going to go 4 copies of the BT14 Loogamon. Starting your main, you can place an Eiji from hand or trash as your bottom Digivolution card to gain a memory, and your Inheritable lets you gain a memory when you play a Dark Animal or SOC card. This is our rookie of choice when we're in the back building a stack. Turn 1 with this into promote with Eiji and some other setup cards is really good. So 4 of this for sure. Then we go 2 copies of ST14 Phascomon. I like him because he is a blocker that you can just play. You could totally replace the slot with the starter deck Gabumon if you want the cycling from the inheritable effect or the ability to gain a memory on starter main. I think that's totally reasonable. I've just had lots of games where a blocker would have saved me, so I started running this ST14 Phascomon instead. It's better to have it and not need it than to not have it when you need it. So then we're going to go 4 copies of the new BT15 Loogamon. When attacking, you can trash 1 card in your hand to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3k DP or less, and if a tamer card with SOC is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, draw 1. And end of attack, if your opponent has 1 or more memory, you gain a memory. So I really like this card within this tribe because when attacking, by pitching a card, you can start your chain of Digivolutions up the stack by trashing cards and then Digivolving into them. Being able to draw a card and pop a floodgate potentially is also really strong, so I do like 4 of this card. Then we go 4 copies of BT14 Fangmon. On play and when attacking, return a purple Digimon card with the Dark Animal trait from trash to hand, then trash 1 card in your hand. This is great for grabbing back cards like our Helloogarmon. You could go lighter on this and slot in some of the old BT14 Loogamons if you want to. I just always find myself wanting something in the trash, and this is an excellent way to grab your pieces back. There's a reason Calling from Darkness is limited to 1, and I think that if you can, you should definitely abuse this effect. 4 copies of BT15 Loogarmon. When Digivolving and when attacking, you can trash 1 card in your hand. Gain 2k DP for the turn. If a tamer card with SOC is in your sources, you draw 1. And your Inheritable is end of attack. If your opponent has 1 or more memory, you gain a memory. So it's important to note that that's not once per turn. You can, when Digivolving, trash a card to gain 2k DP, and then swing, trash another card, gain 2k. You'll have drawn 2, you'll have plus 4k DP when you go up the stack so that your check is a little bit safer. And it's just a little bit more cycling on top of the old Loogarmon. So I do like this one better than the old one, even though the Inheritable on the old one is a little bit nicer. But that's the reason we're going 4 of this. Then 3 copies of the BT8 BlackGatomon for your Fenriloogamon BlackGatomon plays, where you just play out all of your BlackGatomons and try and rush for game. I was running it at 4. It's a little bit heavy. I don't mind it too much, but I think for the sake of consistent deck building, it's probably better at 2 or 3. So that's what these are there for. Then we're going to go 3 copies of BT14 Helloogarmon. End of your turn, you can delete this Digimon and draw 2. Then you can return a Loogamon from trash to hand. On deletion, you trash up to 3 cards, and for every card you trash, you add 1 to the level of whatever Digimon you delete with his effect. So this card is really fantastic. It's our primary, well, one of our primary sources of removal. Fenriloogamon himself is great removal, but this is an awesome card to just slam down. You put your opponent at 4. You get to potentially pop their level 6. You grab back a rookie. You get to draw 2 off of it, and then if you have Analog Youth in play, you're going to gain 1 back and pass them at 3 anyways. So this is just a great removal card. That's why I run 4 Fangmons to grab these back. This is just a tool in your toolbox for clearing the way for your big stack to do big stack things. So 4 copies of BT14 Soloogarmon. When Digivolving, you can play a level 3 or lower card with Dark Animal or SOC trait from your trash without paying the cost. If Eiji's in your source, you add 1 to the level, so you play a level 4 or lower. And then when attacking, you can pitch a card to gain 1 memory. And then your Inheritables, when you play a card with Dark Animal or SOC, you can unsuspend. So that can let you get some really, really big checks. So yeah, just another great card for the line. It lets you pitch a card, so you can Digivolve up into Fenriloogamon. It'll gain you a memory back, so you're not passing them with way too much memory. We ran at 4. 1 copy of BT8 Kimeramon. This is in case you don't get to play all of your BlackGatomons with your Fenriloogamons. If you DNA 2 non-rush Digimon into a Kimeramon, it does lose Summoning Sickness, so you can swing with it for game, and that's kind of why he's here. 4 copies of BT14 Fenriloogamon. He's the main boss monster of the deck. When digivolving, you play a level 4 lower card with Dark Animal or SOC from your trash without paying the cost. If you have Eiji, you add 2. So you get to play 3 level 4s from trash. When attacking, you can delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon and then unsuspend. For each of your Digimon, you add 1 to the level that the effect may choose, and you don't pass turn until your opponent has 3 or more memory. So by going into this, if you have Eiji and you went into the Soloogarmon, you should be playing him out and having 4 other Digimon on board. So you can hypothetically delete up to a level 8. So that is really, really strong. And yeah, he's the main boss monster of the deck, so we have to run him at 4. I like 2 copies of Purple Memory Boost. I know a lot of people like Mist Memory Boost over this. I do like that this digs deeper. It lets me kind of pick what I want. If you're really, really hurting for a card, like, you missed Memory Boost to build trash, but if you're missing a piece for your stack, this is just much more valuable, in my opinion, which is why I run it. I don't have any problems with it, and I don't usually run into problems where I don't have enough cards in trash, so I recommend 2 Purple Memory Boosts, but if you want, you can run 2 Mist Boosts. 4 copies of Wisdom Training, reveal top 2, take a purple card, and then delay, reduce your next Digivolution by 2. 2 X Antibody Protoform. So the Fenriloogamon line has X Antibody in their traits, so this card is effectively 0 to Digivolve for a reduced cost of 1, and then when your stack dies, you can return 1 Digimon to your hand and then place X Antibody on top of your stack. So this is really, really good in this deck. You just Digivolve for 1 cheaper into like your Loogarmon usually. And then if your stack dies, because Fenriloogamon does not have protection in any way, you just get to recover 1 and grab a piece back so that you can start rebuilding. So this is a great card. 4 copies of Eiji. All of our effects are contingent mostly on Eiji existing in our stack somewhere, so we want to run the maximum number of copies of him as we can. Start of your main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon, you gain 1 memory, and then you can Mind Link him to a Dark Animal or SOC. His inheritables give Alliance and Blocker to a Dark Animal or SOC, and then end of turn you can T-Link him. So we're ideally going into Fenriloogamon with this Mind Linked. You're going to suspend some of your other Digimon to get Alliance, Swing, Unsuspend, Alliance, another Digimon. There's your 5 checks. And then if you have the BlackGatomon, you can swing for game or Kimeramon for game or anything like that. So key piece, we do like him at 4. 2 copies of Matt Ishida. I like having Memory Tamers in all of my decks. And since we pitch cards to Digivolve, this is just a natural fit. So when we trash a card, we can gain 1 memory. And then lastly, 3 copies of Analog Youth. Reveal top 3 on play and add a Digimon to your hand, trash the rest. And then when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon cards with Digivolution cards is deleted, you can suspend this tamer to gain a memory and hatch 1 egg. So that is the deck profile. It is pretty standard as far as Fenriloogamon goes, but I thought we should give you guys a list. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. That's it for this video, so thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.